Many tend to believe to become an elite level sprinter, you need to get your body to such an athletic readiness that it would turn you into a great jumper also. When it comes to vice versa situation, generally people are not so confident that, for example, high jumpers would translate into great sprinters, while long jumpers and triple jumpers quite obviously are incredibly fast on the runway, reaching speeds of above 40 kilometers per hour, so there is much less doubts about these disciplines. But does just sprinting and focusing on just improving sprinting ability would really turn you into a great jumper as a side effect? Well, firstly, let's look at some high jumping sprinters for reference, like Noah Lyles or Ben Johnson, who have shown off their incredible standing jumping ability, making a huge promotion of the idea that well-developed sprinting capability might be highly linked with great vertical jump. But we can gather the same kind of substance for the vice versa argument by simply looking at the current 100 meters world record holders Usain Bolt's dunks when he was at his prime. Here you can see Usain showing off what he can do on basketball court in Germany, and it is surely impressive and better than most athletes. But is it really what you expect from the most elite out of elite athletes? I will add, who is one of the greatest height sprinters also, 6'4.5". I mean, some guys who aren't into sports that much can do similar things if they are somewhat gifted with jumping ability and are quite lean. Usain Bolt is extremely lean and inhumanly fast. Why doesn't he jump even close to what the likes of Ja Morant, Vince Carter or Zion Williamson, for example, can do? Let's start dissecting everything by speculating that Noah Lyles or Ben Johnson's jumping ability might not come from sprinting itself, it might be just a little supplemented by sprinting. What I mean is that these particular athletes are known for their out-of-this-world strength. Both are capable of squatting over 3 times their body weight, both weigh low 170 pounds and squat close to 600 pounds and have incredible leg musculature. Jumping ability of run-up, and especially of one leg, does not highly correlate with squatting, but standing jump correlates a lot, especially if you supplement it a lot with explosive type of training. That's why Olympic weightlifters, for example, are such a great standing jumpers, though not necessarily powerlifters who lack explosive part in their training for standing jumping ability to be developed that well. Now when it comes to running jump, I believe Bolt would have great potential for it if he would train it. I would say even better potential than Lyles or Johnson. It appears to me that Bolt has better tendon capability instead of muscle capability, and it is much more reliant on them. Also, Bolt is more reliant on his eccentric muscle contraction ability than those two other guys. He runs with way larger strides and just springs off the ground that much more. While Lyles and especially Johnson seem to just power step through the race more than Bolt. Their form, especially Johnson's, are different, and Canadian was extremely good at acceleration, not that good at finishing though. Bolt is completely different kind of sprinter. So what it would take for Bolt's type sprinter to become a great jumper of a run-up is to change the vector of power, putting it into the ground that much more straight downwards to regather it into elastic tendon energy upwards. What this means is that he would need to readjust it by doing specific exercises like depth jumps, landing on high platforms, or jumps of few steps run-up of one leg. Then I believe he would adapt very quickly and would become a great jumper. Getting back to the main question of the video, does sprinting make you jump higher? Definitely not directly. It might help you build potential for jumping higher, but it would be just way easier to focus on specific jumping exercises and not wasting too much energy on sprinting. If you do running and sprinting way too much, you would deplete your muscles and tendons for non-specific and little correlated vector to jumping and may not achieve optimal results.